Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a flip through of my bullet journal, which is a pocket moleskine. This cover is from 𝐌𝐢𝐧𝐢𝐬𝐭. It is very soft and was intended to be a traveler's journal, but instead I've put my pocket moleskine inside. If you'd like to see or to learn more about this setup, then I will link my 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 video down in the description box. So some of these you have seen before because I did a mini flip through in that video, but some of these are new to you, hopefully. So first I have the sticker that I haven't decided if I'm gonna stick this on here on the front of my moleskine. It is really nice. It's actually weatherproof, but I still haven't decided if I'm going to do that. So I'm going to set that right on there. And then the cover hasn't changed at all, and the first page hasn't changed. I have not acquired any new pens at all. So here is my March overview, and you have seen this. I am very happy that I have made this style, or a running March one line a day. Unfortunately, I did not carry on with that, so I'm gonna have to think about why that happened, or is this something that I want to do again. But apparently here in April I no longer did this because I didn't remember that this should be on here. So that goes without saying that this did not work for me. The trackers, however, is a very successful layout. I was able to do it for the whole month, with the exception of quite a few days, but that's not a problem. Only 5 days. I thought it'd be more. Okay, maybe 6 days. But overall, this was very helpful for me to be able to know if I'm going to be able to work as much as I should. So productivity levels based on my sleep hours. So I'm gonna go through this now. Actually, let's do it together. So it looks to be like last month there was only one day or one night where I am unable to sleep the full 6 to 8 hours, and there are some days where I slept 9 hours, which is amazing. It must be because I am very, very tired. But some of these days I did not log work hours, so I must not have been working. I must have been doing something else. We had recently moved, so that might be it, or I am doing things differently. Maybe I was sick, I'm not sure. Maybe that's something that I should also put in if I was sick. And for the rest of the month, it looks to be that I was sleeping 7 to 6 hours more than 9 hours that I was clocking in last time. So it must mean that the seasonal sickness may have passed because it's already April. So that might be it. So that's something to consider. I have been working longer hours than the last half of the month, so that might mean that my productivity might be interfering with the amount of hours that I have been sleeping. Maybe it's anxiety. So I'm trying to figure that out, but this is not enough data. I'm gonna continue this in April. I've already set those up and I have filmed that, so make sure that you watch that video. I will link it down below. So let's see what April brings, and then we will make a conclusion based on those 2 months. Okay, so the weeklies now. The reason that I made a weeklies, as I have mentioned before, is that I want to compare 2 weeks together. And actually, it really does work. I really love this, and I will usually do that before the start of a new week. So it looks to be like a lot of the time I'm just doing analysis and a few admin things. So health had been really good, so I'm glad. I've also not been journaling because I did not fill in this page. So this page is supposed to be a wrap-up, and I know that I didn't do the wrap-up in the beginning of this book as well. So the reason for that is I think I'm more comfortable journaling in a Hobonichi book than I am in this setup in my moleskine. So you have seen this before, and it looks to be like my daily pages were quite organized in the beginning, but then I know that it falls off, but we'll get to that. So in the beginning of March as well, it looks to be, at least in the first week, that I have been journaling quite a lot in here. That was when I was really enjoying journaling in a pocket, but now I'm journaling a little bit less. That's why I choose to do it in my Hobonichi week. So for weekly planning, my 𝒼𝐽𝐺𝐻 method I think really works, because I think I did it more than a few times already this month, and whenever I don't do it, I think I miss it. So these are my daily pages when I have my daily pages on a page. That had changed. I will show you in a little bit. I've also started to add a little bit of post-it notes. Never be afraid to do that. And also a bit of decoration, a bit of washi. It gets really intense later. Here I'm trying to go back into my minimalist planning roots, but that has fallen off. An example is this page. So for this notebook, I decided that I'm gonna not be minimalist. This is my maximalist BuJo. Maybe not as maximal as some BuJos out there, and maybe more than a lot of other BuJos out there. I'm definitely still not drawing, but I have learned that putting down stickers is something fun for me to do. So that's what I have been doing here. I tried it in this week and I really loved it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put down stickers anymore after this because I have been leaving this notebook behind in school, so all my stickers are at home. I'm not sure if I discussed this in the 𝒕𝒉𝒂 video, but I'm going to give you the anatomy of my page. So I have my date here so that it is very clear to me what date it is today, as well as what day it is today, and then what month it is today. I have my top 3 priorities and then a little bit of notes here. Sometimes I don't have that because I didn't need it. And then I have my littles or my rapid logging here, and then I have information over here. So that was how it was supposed to look like. And then it was still going on here. For this page, I've decided to combine Saturday and Sunday because I didn't think I'd need it. I was thinking of not working. It turns out that I was still working, and this is already past mid-month. I was working in uni. I go to uni daily now, at least for the month of March, and that will go on until end of May. This is the beginning of a new week. I decided to put all of the sticky notes here, and then I have a little wrap-up page that is supposed to be journaling, but no. I also decided not to continue with the timeline because I don't think I'd need it. I have a scheduled little corner in my Hobonichi week, and that was working quite well. And then I have the 𝒼𝐽𝐺𝐻 method as well as a weekly overview. I didn't like this. I didn't think I needed, and not that it's redundant, but I was happier with the 𝒼𝐽𝐺𝐻 method being 1 page and then maybe a page for notes. I'm still doing this method, but in 1 page. And also, this is the time when my BuJo became my commonplace book, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. I wrote down my research notes, my admin notes, and all the other notes that I was supposed to do. Supposedly had homes, but I never picked those other books up. I just picked this one up and then I wrote things down, and I should be transferring them. Oh, this is another dailies. So I should be transferring them later in life, but for now they live here. Now my dailies are insane. They are no longer a page a day. I no longer set this up in advance. That's why I don't have a plan with me today for my BuJo for this week, because they're just going to run as long as they need to run. So I don't set it up in advance. That is why. I probably will just do an 𝒼𝐽𝐺𝐻 method at the beginning of this week. Later tonight, I'll just set it up very quickly, write all the tasks down, and then call it a day. That's why. I didn't think that was a good video. So also, as I mentioned, I decided to put stickers down and washi. It used to be a no washi or sticker zone, minimalist zone only. That died. I'm very glad that I'm more free now to use any type of decoration that I would like to do, because I am very happy. Whenever I see these pages, it makes me so happy. And as I mentioned, the pages now run so long, several pages for 1 day, and I need them to look different. just in case I need to refer to something and the pages don't look like they're all the same. Do you understand that feeling? Do you get that? I'm not sure if I'm explaining it correctly. Also, this is where I write down notes for project. This project is my A5 planner. It is a project binder that uses the GTD method. That binder is not ready for public consumption. It's just set up, it's quite new, and I want to live in it for a little bit more before I show it to you guys. So maybe at the end of April, or at the earliest it will be at mid-April. Okay, and also don't be afraid of blank pages. I just intentionally left this blank because I wanted to start April with a fresh new double page. So this is the end of March, and here is when April starts. So I did a setup video for this, which I will also link down below, but I just wanted to talk about this laminate. Okay, first, this material feels like an overhead projector film. If you're old enough, then you know what that is. Now this is sticky at the back and really shiny at the front. You're supposed to stick the material, the paper, inside the two films, one of them being softer than the other. But the softer side doesn't stick as well. However, if you just stick the laminate on paper, it works really, really well. So this is from Daiso. You get 5 packs. And then this is the origami paper, and I love it so much. This. So good. And I also have goals, which I like. And then I also love this page. Basically, all of April pages I love so much. I'm very proud of that video. I hope you give it some love. Oh, by the way, this is my monthly overview. Very cute, very small, and really good for just glancing at if there's anything that's going on. I'm gonna still fill it out, but basically this is what we will be working with. So what goes in here are very important dates. I have 2. I have a workshop here. I have a deadline here. Another deadline here. But otherwise, oh no, here, another deadline there. So many deadlines. So I'll fill that out later on, and you will see the finished page in my April flip through. So for trackers, I moved the tabs that used to be in the March trackers. It's just from Daiso, and I just wrote trackers on either side so that I can get to this page right away. And then I have the second half of that. This isn't as filled out as the first half, so I still need to do that, but maybe when I start using this page. I want to leave a little bit of something to do for this page so that I'm motivated to get to it and not forget it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about when I was talking about the weeklies being all together and you can compare them. It looks a lot like this, so the overview, but this is focused on looking at the month, whereas this is focused on looking at individual weeks. So I will show this. So this is week 17 on a separate page, and I think this is going to be really awesome. So I can't wait to fill the rest of this up. This is already filled out, and I'm glad I did that. So I have a little space for next month, and then my monthly affirmations. So I'll have a new one for week 14. We are week 14 now, can you believe it? So this is the new 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 method for last week. Well, still this week, but I'll make a new one for the next week because this one is pretty good. I really enjoy that. Okay, so for the last few days, I've just been doing very simple dailies. So instead of cutting up this area, it's just one big notes and checklist, which is what rapid logging should be about. Then I have notes. Okay, and then I have my fully decorated dailies, and I am so happy. It looks chaotic. It doesn't look functional, but I love it just the same. There's a little bit of journaling here, but overall it's just really functional. It doesn't look like it's functional, but it is. So I have the goal of the day and some important things to do, and I know that I didn't do this. I will do it in a little bit actually. And this is today, so it is Saturday, and I'll fill this out later on when I set up the weekly pages for next week by myself. And my favorite page of the week is this. The stickers are from the Happy Planner. I think 𝒕𝒉�� is it? I forgot which sticker book it is, but I love Happy Planner sticker books. I just don't purchase as often as they can be very expensive. Here in Australia, we do not enjoy the discounts that large US retailers would give for those products that they're trying to push out. So unfortunately, these items continue to be expensive in its entire lifetime. So that's why I don't purchase that often. If I can, I would. And then empty pages. At the back, nothing is different. It is the same. I haven't added anything to it, but I will be doing that later on because I have recently planned my whole entire year. It took 2 days to plan an entire year of academic work. So I'll be transferring that on here so I have a copy. So I'll just tuck that in there and put this back. And that is it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope that you learned or gained inspiration or ideas from this flip through, and I can't wait to do the next one at the end of April. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!